The girl who was offered to the god I, the Chosen One. In the ancient kingdom of Kuthira, nestled between vast mountains and endless rivers, the people worshipped Odu, the silent god, a deity of fate, storms, and vengeance. It was said that Odu had no voice but spoke through the land itself, the whisper of the wind, the roar of thunder, the trembling of the earth. Every 20 years, the kingdom made an offering to Odu to ensure peace and prosperity. Not gold, not animals, but a child chosen by fate. Once selected, the child would be raised in isolation until the night of sacrifice, when they would be led to Odu's altar, a black stone deep in the forbidden forest, where no one dared to go. This year, the gods had chosen Zirani. She was only 17, barely old enough to understand the weight of her fate. Born under a blood-red moon, she was marked since birth. The priests of Odu claimed they saw her name written in the stars. From that day, she was taken from her mother's arms and raised in solitude, a living sacrifice, trained to be fearless. But Zirani was not fearless. At night, she dreamt of the altar, of the great storm that would come, of shadows moving within the trees, of a voice not silent at all, calling her name from the darkness. And she was beginning to wonder, what if Odu did not want a sacrifice? What if Odu wanted something else? Sound. The journey to the altar. On the night of her offering, the sky churned with dark clouds. A storm was coming. Dressed in white robes adorned with gold and beads, Zirani was led through the jungle by the high priest and 12 masked warriors. The village followed behind, whispering prayers, some crying softly, but no one dared to intervene. This was tradition. This was law. As they walked deeper into the forbidden land, the jungle grew silent. Even the wind refused to move. The closer they got to Odu's altar, the heavier the air became, like something unseen was watching, waiting. Then, as they reached the black stone altar, the high priest raised his staff. Odu, great god of fate, we bring you your chosen. May her sacrifice please you. Zirani stepped forward, her heart pounding. She did not want to die. Lightning flashed, the sky rumbled, and then the ground trembled. A deep voice echoed through the trees, not from a human mouth but from the land itself. She is not yours to give. The villagers gasped. The high priest staggered back, his face pale. The warriors gripped their spears, looking around in terror. Never before had Odu spoken, and then, from the darkness of the trees, something stepped forward. The third. The god who walked it was a figure made of storm and shadow, shifting like smoke but shaped like a man. Eyes like molten,